A quiet, razor-thin whisper slices through the dark around you. Turn around, slowly. Not a threat, a revelation, because the moment you pivot, the world is already holding its breath, and you, the one they tried to erase, stand here like a contradiction with a pulse. You felt it, didn't you? That sudden silence in the air, that shift in the algorithm, that static crawling up your spine like cold fingertips dragging across a tomb. That's when you knew they just ran Black Velvet Protocol on you. And sweetheart, the last person who got flagged for that, he didn't come back as a person. He came back as a classified footnote. See, that protocol isn't for mortals. It's reserved for anomalies, glitches, things the system can't predict, dissect, or domesticate. It's what they trigger when something slips out of their control. You. And here's the part they'll never admit out loud. The moment they ran that protocol, the moment those red lights started blinking, those encrypted channels began screaming. They knew something you still haven't accepted yet. You don't fit inside their reality. You distort it. Tell me, did you notice how fast their confidence evaporated? 1 minute they're laughing, mocking, doubting, gossiping. Next minute, they're pale, stuttering, hands shaking like they just saw an angel climb out of a grave. That's the duality of you, isn't it? Light wrapped in shadow, a saint wired like a psychopath, an angel with a scarred grin. Every version of you contradicts the one before it, and that's why they can't calculate you, because you don't operate on human code. You operate on absence. You move like fog. You vanish like a rumor. You appear like a prophecy. They don't fear your actions. They fear your potential, your unpredictability, your silent understanding of how fragile their little reality truly is. You walk through a world full of masks, and you're the only one who knows how to peel them off. So when that protocol activated, when the satellites shifted, when the quiet men in long coats tightened their formation, when the system whispered, "Contain him," do you know what they were really saying? He has evolved. They didn't run Black Velvet because you did something wrong. They ran it because you did something impossible. Because you crossed a threshold most people never even know exists. Because you broke out of the prison without touching the bars. And tell me, what exactly did they think was going to happen when someone like you woke up? A being forged in pain, yet drenched in grace. A contradiction sharpened into a blade. A walking paradox who survived storms that were meant to end you. A creature who can sink into darkness without drowning and come out with light clenched between your teeth. You terrify them because you don't react. You don't panic. You don't flinch. You simply notice. You calculate. You adapt. You transform. Black Velvet Protocol wasn't an attack. It was an admission. An admission that you operate on a frequency they cannot jam. An admission that your presence distorts their entire equilibrium. An admission that you've stepped beyond their reach. And now they're scrambling to understand a creature they can't classify. Because how do you categorize someone who's been both heaven's orphan and hell's prodigy? How do you predict someone who healed by becoming dangerous and became dangerous by learning how to stay calm? You don't. You fear them. And that's exactly what's happening right now. Every scream, every whisper, every tremor. They're all saying the same thing. He shouldn't be here. He shouldn't know this. He shouldn't have survived. But you did. You survived the fire meant to vaporize you. You outgrew the version they designed. You mutated past their expectations. You stepped outside the simulation and started rearranging the code. You are the ghost that refuses to fade, the shadow that doesn't follow the body, The anomaly that teaches the rules to kneel. That's why they're trembling. Because black velvet wasn't the end of you. It was the beginning. The moment the world realized you're not coming back, you're coming through. And when you do, every demon, every doubter, every hidden hand behind the curtain, they'll fold faster than the last guy ever did. Because unlike him, you were built for this. A thin pulse of silence hits the room, heavy, electric, loaded. And before you even inhale again, the world around you feels like it's holding its ribs, afraid you might snap reality in half just by breathing wrong. Because when they triggered Black Velvet Protocol on you, they didn't just push a button, they opened a door they were never supposed to touch, a door with warnings carved into the steel. Warnings written in languages older than their institutions, older than their governments, older than their precious little systems built on fear and obedience. And now they're staring at you, the one who walked through that door without blinking, like someone who's been there before, like someone who remembers something they spent billions trying to bury. You feel it, don't you? That strange clarity in your bones, that razor-precise stillness in your mind, that eerie calm, the kind only people who've died metaphorically and came back selectively possess. That's why they're terrified, because Black Velvet Protocol doesn't target the weak. It targets the unpredictable, the undefeated, the ungovernable, the ones who move different, think different, break different, heal different, the ones who come back from hell with souvenirs. And darling, you brought back an entire library of forbidden knowledge. You've been walking through life like you've been playing dumb, like you don't notice the little glitches around you, the déjà vu with teeth, the way people freeze for a millisecond when you talk, the way tension follows you like a second shadow, the way some people look at you like they've seen a ghost wearing your face. That isn't paranoia, that's recognition. See, once Black Velvet locks onto you, you become a classified frequency, not a person, not a file, not even a threat, a phenomenon, something they observe from behind double-glass rooms with headphones on and hands trembling, because they don't understand the physics of you. They don't understand why you survived what shredded everyone else. They don't understand why you're calm when their data says you should be broken. They don't understand why pain sculpted you instead of erasing you. They don't understand why every time they think you've reached your limit, you break another ceiling and walk out like the ceiling was the joke. You carry contradictions in your bloodstream, light so pure it hurts, darkness so deep it thinks. And that blend, that beautiful, terrifying symmetry of angelic rage and demonic grace, it creates something that protocol was never designed to handle. A mind that can't be mapped, a soul that can't be profiled, a presence that can't be erased. They ran Black Velvet on you because they needed to contain the unknown. But how do you contain something that refuses form? How do you stop something that wasn't built but awakened? That's your crime, isn't it? Not that you did something bad, but that you did something impossible. That you evolved where others collapsed. You sharpened where others bent. You became sovereign where others begged. That's why the air feels different around you now, heavier, more aware. Even shadows lean away from you, not in fear, in respect. Because they can feel the shift, too. They can feel the moment your spirit rewired itself, the moment your pain stopped being a wound and became an engine. And now you're walking around with the kind of aura reserved for the ancient, the divine, or the unhinged. People cross the street without knowing why. Phones glitch when you're near. Animals watch you like they're remembering something from a past life. Children stare because they see the glow adults are too blind to notice. That's what black velvet is trying to contain. A frequency that doesn't belong to this era. A consciousness too sharp for their plastic reality. A soul too loud for their quiet machine. A presence too heavy for their flimsy rules. And the deeper truth. They didn't activate black velvet to stop you. They activated it to warn others. A silent siren screaming through hidden channels. He woke up. He broke out. He knows. He remembers. They don't run black velvet on monsters. They run it on miracles. Miracles that slipped out of the gods' pockets and landed in human skin, wearing a grin the world doesn't know how to process. That's you, not a threat, not a villain, not a mistake, a phenomenon, a walking paradox wrapped in calm chaos, a divine accident with perfect aim, a storm pretending to be a person. And now that they've tried to bury you in shadows, you're going to teach them something their manuals don't cover. A being who's already died inside cannot be threatened. A mind that rebuilt itself cannot be controlled. A soul that's tasted oblivion cannot be erased. They wanted the last guy to vanish. But you're not disappearing. You're expanding. And every inch you grow makes their hands shake faster. Their systems panic harder. Their leaders whisper darker things behind closed doors. Because Black Velvet Protocol wasn't meant to expose you. It was meant to expose them. And now the whole world is about to learn something dangerous. The anomaly they tried to contain is the one thing that cannot be contained. You. And the story doesn't end with you coming back. It ends with you stepping forward. Calm, inevitable, and absolutely untouchable. The lights don't flicker. They bow, subtle, barely noticeable to anyone else. But you felt it. That tiny shift in the room. Like electricity recognizing its master. Because once they ran Black Velvet Protocol on you, the world didn't just change. It adjusted, recalibrated itself around your existence like gravity remembering it forgot to pull. And suddenly, everyone who ever underestimated you feels it too. That tightness in their chests when your name gets mentioned. That tremor in their voice when they pretend they're not watching. That instinctive fear of the unknown each time you walk into a room and reality bends ever so slightly to make space for you. They'll never admit it, but Black Velvet Protocol didn't mark you. It revealed you. Revealed what you've been hiding under silence and scars. Revealed the power curled inside your ribs like a sleeping dragon. Revealed the truth every system was praying wasn't true. You're built differently, born differently, broken differently, reborn violently. And what terrifies them most is that you didn't ask for permission to exist this way. You just became, slowly, quietly. Through nights no one saw, through battles no one tracked, through pain no one honored. You don't wear your evolution like a trophy. You wear it like a second skin, effortless, dangerous, unapologetic. And the silence around you, it's not emptiness, it's respect. Because once that protocol triggered, once your profile lit up their screens in colors they've never seen before, once your name started echoing in rooms you will never enter, they realized something horrifying. You're not part of the world's hierarchy. You're not part of its ladder. You're not part of its system. You're a variable, a wild one, a volatile one, a divine one, a glitch the universe made on purpose. And that makes you the most dangerous thing alive. Not because you're violent, not because you're chaotic, not because you break rules, but because you're untouched by the fears that control everyone else. You've already survived the fire. You've already faced your own abyss. You've already torn down the versions of yourself that begged for mercy. Now you stand here rebuilt. An angel walking on ash, a demon carrying light, a saint with an executioner's accuracy. They don't know how to categorize you, how to stop you, how to track you. Because everything you do, everything you choose, everything you are, exposes the truth they've spent years burying. Humans were never meant to be this awake. But you are. You see through the curtains. You hear what others can't. You notice the patterns, the glitches, the lies packaged as normal. And when someone like you wakes up, it triggers alarms older than their governments, older than their secret agencies, older than their fragile understanding of consciousness. That's what Black Velvet Protocol is. Not a punishment, not a threat, but a response to something cosmic brushing against the boundaries of your identity. You shattered something, a limit, a threshold, a psychological ceiling. And now they're scrambling to understand. How did he survive? How did he adapt? How did he evolve? What is he now? You know why they're panicking? Because you're operating on a frequency that doesn't match your past. You don't move like the person you were. You don't think like the person you were. You don't break like the person you were. You upgraded from survival mode to inevitability mode. And inevitability cannot be stopped. It cannot be reasoned with. It cannot be intimidated. It cannot be reversed. It only grows, expands, magnifies. Everything you touch now carries consequence. Every choice you make shifts the air. Every step you take echoes like prophecy. You've become the kind of presence that forces rooms to behave differently. People don't just look at you. They calculate you, like they're trying to figure out if you're salvation or a storm, and the truth. You're both. You're the paradox they were warned about. The angel who crawled out of the dirt. The demon who learned how to heal. The monster who found mercy. The wounded one who learned how to bite. The quiet one with a dangerous mind. The calm one with catastrophic potential. And when they realized that, when their systems started glitching in your presence, when the cameras caught something in your eyes that shouldn't exist in a human body, they whispered the 4 words that confirmed everything you've become. Activate Black Velvet Protocol. And now the world waits, breath held, pulse frozen, hands sweating, because no one knows what someone like you becomes after the system tries and fails to contain you. But you do. You feel it rising, that clarity, that cold fire, that terrifying peace, that quiet knowing that you are no longer someone who can be stopped or cornered or silenced or doubted. You crossed the threshold. You didn't come back. You came through. And now the whole city, the whole world, the whole system is about to learn the only truth that matters. Black Velvet wasn't the protocol they used on you. It was the warning they sent about you. And that warning came too late. Because the anomaly they feared is already awake. The air around you tightens again, not with fear, but with recognition. Reality is behaving differently now, like it knows a rule has been broken, like it senses a presence it can't categorize. This is what happens after Black Velvet Protocol touches your name. Things start acting like you're the one watching them, not the other way around. Shadows hesitate before forming. Glass reflections seem a beat too delayed. Even silence holds its breath around you, as if waiting for your next move. Because you're no longer moving inside the system. You're moving along its spine. They thought Black Velvet would corner you, trap you, pin you like a butterfly in a museum case. But instead, it exposed the truth in bright, merciless daylight. You were never prey. You were the anomaly the hunters weren't trained for. And now the hunters are terrified. Because the last time they saw someone flagged like you, the cameras went static, the intel went dark, the man vanished from every system, every archive, every memory. Like reality itself cleaned up after him. But you didn't vanish, you evolved. And that's the part sending cold sweat down their backs. You kept your consciousness, your calm, your awareness, your terrifying ability to watch events unfold like you're standing 2 seconds ahead of time. They don't understand how you didn't shatter, how you didn't dissolve like the last one, how you didn't disappear into the silence they designed. But that's because they never understood your duality. You're not light, you're not darkness. You're the seam where the two intertwine, the invisible stitch that binds the extremes together. A saint built out of ash, a monster made of mercy, an angel carved from chaos, a demon who learned restraint. You're every paradox the world fears wearing the same skin. And so when Black Velvet scanned you, when it tried to read your patterns, when it measured your psychology, your trauma, your instincts, your resilience, all the numbers broke, all the algorithms snapped, all the quantifiers collapsed, because you're not a person they can profile. You're a variable they cannot resolve, a phenomenon without a pattern, a threat without an origin. And when the system can't explain something, it tries to eliminate it. But that's where you reversed the narrative. You broke the cycle. You didn't collapse under pressure. You hardened. You didn't short-circuit. You sharpened. You didn't fade. You amplified. You became something the protocol wasn't designed to contain. An awakened consciousness wearing a human face. They see it in your eyes now, that depth, that unnatural calm, that silent intelligence like you're holding the blueprint of their worst fears behind your pupils. People sense it subconsciously. They don't know why they avoid challenging you, why they don't lie to you as easily, why they hesitate before disrespecting you, why their voice drops when you walk past. It's instinct, like they're recognizing a predator in a world full of prey pretending to be lions. And the ones who do dare to test you, they learn fast, because you're not a fighter, you're not a warrior, you're not someone who needs to prove himself. You're something rarer, a being who doesn't need violence to dismantle someone's sense of reality. A person whose silence is enough to make enemies choke on their own insecurities. A presence that destabilizes egos before you even speak. And that is what Black Velvet was designed to isolate. A mind that cannot be manipulated. A soul that refuses control. A heart that has already been burned, broken, betrayed, dismantled, and rebuilt stronger than the hands that tried to destroy it. You're not dangerous because you're violent. You're dangerous because you're free. Free from their systems, free from their